Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are doing our 6-month review of the Geo Court men's shoes by Vivo Barefoot. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so these are my Geo Court men's. I've had these for 6 months next week. I ordered these on the 16th of January. It took 2 or 3 days to arrive, so basically 6 months. First thing I want to talk about is also my biggest complaint is the white soles. It is something that I brought up when I did the video of my Vivo Barefoot collection, and it's the same complaint as it was back then. I have actually spent a good couple of minutes on each of these shoes cleaning them up for the video using a shoe cleaner and a firm scrubbing brush, and they just didn't come out clean at all. So that is something to bear in mind. It's the reason why I don't like white soles on shoes. As much as I do like the overall style of this shoe, I just don't think the white sole is a good call for any shoe. This is a completely upper leather on the shoe, and you can see that it's got quite a few creases where my toes obviously bend, which is to be expected, I guess. You can see in the bottom there how worn down the label is on the insole. This is one of Vivo's breathable insoles, and they can be removed and swapped out for other types of insole, like a cork insole or a weather-resistant insulated insole. So this is kind of how worn down it is. You can probably see my toe prints in there, and obviously the wear on the ball of the feet, and even a patch here. So yeah, something to bear in mind. This is about 6 months old. Same on the heel there, the high impact areas. And then the bottom of the actual shoe is looking pretty good, to be honest. I think that's probably, that white stuff at the bottom is probably just some of the printing from the insole. So let me just get this back in. One other issue that I do have with these shoes, which isn't really is no kind of deal breaker for me, but they can be quite squeaky. Now you might think this is a bit exaggerated because no one's going to bend the shoe like this when they're walking, but you do sometimes get some slightly squeaky shoes whilst you're walking. And then I suppose the biggest other sign of wear and tear on a shoe is the sole. So you can see here that I've got this bald patch in the tread, not really causing any issues right now. It's certainly not showing any signs of wearing through. It's not really thin, it's just taking that pattern out. And then on the heel as well. Again, it's taken out the pattern less, but you can kind of see some wear here. And other than that, they're in pretty good nick. All of the glue is staying together, especially on those high pressure areas. My shoes always tend to split here where the toes bend. And if you caught my previous video about barefoot socks, you would have seen how long my toes are and how high wearing that area would get for me. So the glue is holding up really well. Same on this side. You can sort of see a tiny little split here, but it's not come through, it's just there. So laces are all in good condition as well. I do double knot them because they do tend to come loose if you just use a single knot. I might also invest in some elastic shoelaces just to make them a bit easier to slip on and off. These aren't easy to slip on or off. This is kind of the typical tightness that I have the shoes, and you have to bend down and grab it by the heel to slip them off. You can't do it. I've never been able to do it by just putting pressure on the back of the shoe with the front of the other shoe, you know. And then slipping them back on is, I've done it with a shoehorn, but not very likely that many people have shoehorns these days. So I do tend to just undo the laces. You got some nice little vent holes down here, which just make the shoes that little bit more breathable. Very discreet logo on the side there as well. And obviously on the sole, you probably saw that little Vivo V with the honeycomb. I do really enjoy these shoes. I've been wearing them basically 5 days a week for the past 6 months, and that's the wear so far. These shoes retail for about £115. I got a discount, so with the discount including shipping, I paid £99 for these. I feel like I've already got my money's worth out of them, and they don't show any sign of wearing out now. One of the most important things that I really like about this shoe is obviously the toe box. It's a barefoot shoe, so it's got a nice wide toe box. Allows your toes to spread out inside the shoe whilst you're walking. And actually, it's probably one of the more comfortable shoes that I've had from Vivo. My previous leatherwork shoes from them were called the Ra Luxe. I'll put a picture up. and they were very much, they were a lot less substantial in the sole, and they were a lot less substantial in the thickness of the leather, so they were quite cold shoes to wear. So wearing them 5 days a week for work, when it's snowing or when it's just generally cold out, they weren't very ideal. You'd get cold feet pretty quick, but these are a lot more insulated and a lot more comfortable for that. Let me just grab the other shoe so you know that it's the other shoe. It's very similar wear here. It's probably actually a bit worse on this one than it is on the other one. This is my right foot, so maybe I'm more dominant when I walk on my right foot. However, the heel is actually in better shape on this one. Same again with the seams. You can see that it's coming away a bit more on this one, but not showing any signs of actually coming away or making its way through, let's say. And then on this side, it's all good. Similar sort of wrinkling on the top. Laces again in pretty good nick, but as you can see, the soles are pretty rough on this one. For some reason, the front's really dirty. I don't know why. I can't say enough that, you know, I promise I have tried to clean these for you guys, but that's how they come up, so that's something to bear in mind. Nothing else really to say. The insole's in pretty similar condition, but I'm not going to take this one out. So yeah, I'm really happy. I've got another pair of shoes that you would have seen in my previous Vivo Barefoot collection if you watched that. These are my Primus Light 2s, and you can, I didn't make any attempt to clean these for you guys, but you can see how kind of worn down they look. And this is the wear on the sole of these. Again guys, 5 years old. Definitely not worn 5 days a week like these ones, because I wear these for work. But yeah, so that's the state of the sole. You can see how it's quite worn down where the toes are, the balls of the feet, and that's the heel, which isn't looking too bad. I'm just looking at myself to make sure I'm getting everything in frame. These ones are showing a lot more wear on the glue side, so you can see that one there. Take my face out of it, it might focus. And I mean, to be fair, they're actually not as bad as I thought they were. I had it in my head that they were. Oh, this one. That's why this one's worse. So you can see that one there. I'm not too concerned about it in terms of waterproofing because these are mesh shoes anyway. They're not watertight anyway. This side's looking really good. This side's not showing any sign of glue wear, but this side definitely is. You can see that pretty bad. And then obviously the sole of this one as well is about pretty similar, the ball of the feet. So anyway, this video is not about that, but that's 5 years of wear and tear, and that's 6 months of wear and tear. So if these last as long as the ones I just showed you, I'll be really happy. And overall, I am really happy with these shoes so far. Really comfortable to wear, really comfortable for sort of 8-hour work days. Got some nice, I do quite like this kind of design on the back. It gives you something to grip when you're pulling your shoe on. And apart from the squeakiness, yeah, these shoes are great. And that's just a minor annoyance. Let me know what you guys think of these shoes down below. If you've ever bought anything from Vivo, what shoes do you recommend? They have recently just come out with a new shoe that's kind of half trainer, like the one I just showed you, the Primus Light, and half trekking / hiking shoe, like off-road running shoe. Which I actually really like the look of. I like the idea of that thicker sole with the bigger lugs. I'll have a picture and the name of it in the edit. I received an email from them a couple of weeks ago saying that they bought out this new shoe, so I might be checking them out next as a replacement for these knackered old things. Not to say I'll necessarily throw these away, but they are definitely got my fair use out of them. So yeah, if you like this one, give it a like. If you loved it, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the Geo Court men's down in the description below. And if you've got any questions about them that I didn't talk about in the video, then please put them down below. See you later.